Alright, I'll give you time to read the shirt. That's right, they were having a sale over at Walmart, so got that and a few others. Okay, Dr. Groovy Scott Grove. 2 o'clock in the morning on some Friday. The Friday before Thanksgiving over here in America. Anyway, my buddy Terry Bart, loaned me a few guitars here and there every now and then. This one is not for sale, and it is a Frankencaster. It's not a Frankenstrat or anything like that. Well, it kind of is. It's part of everything. Okay, so what we have here, that is not what it is. Love these headstocks though more than anything. Those big old Strat looking headstocks with the bullet truss rod. It's my favorite kind. This here actually came off of a Mexican version of exactly what it says, the Telecaster Deluxe. He wanted this bigger neck to fit on this 83 Japanese JV Tele. So this here's actually the Tele Custom, the 72 thing, and that's back when, yep, 3 bolts. This is not the original. He's got the original, which is, the JV serial number followed by 5 numbers on there from 83. So the JV, the one everybody wants, this would be it. So the neck naturally had 4 holes in it, and he just had to line it up with the 3 bolt thing and put one in the middle. Still got 2 barely under on the neck side under there where nobody could see it. So this is ash, people. As you can tell, this is not the original color. It was black. Okay. So he stripped it down, did the 15 coats of the tongue oil, and did like 6 drops of the Fender tint on there that gives it that aged color. So yeah, just stripped it all the way down to the wood and made it nice and thick and about like that. It's a way to get the lights on there to see what you actually get out of it. So that's 15 coats of tongue oil right there, and again 16 drops of the Fender amber coloring in there. Now the pickup and the bridge has been replaced with a Fender noiseless. We don't know if it's the noiseless 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay, again, the Japanese axe. So Fender Japan began late 81. These were made from 82 to 84. Okay. Who we have doing these things? The Fujigen Gaki thing, and Fender wasn't even doing the necks. Somebody else was doing the necks. For a while there's rumors that even Greco was pulling their Greco names off their guitars, because Ibanez and Greco, same flipping thing, but they were doing these as well, even back then and 10 years before that. So I don't know how true it is. I can't base it off anything but the myths. Okay, so the folklore that they actually took Greco and pulled the names off of there and put Fender names on some of them, and that's how that all went down. Let's see if there's anything else I left out of here. Other than that, he just put the belly cut on there as well. He wanted to do it a little deeper. He might still do it that way, but let's get the light, and there you go. There's the belly cut. It was just spanking the plank, as they say. But I love 3 bolts. I love that headstock. Again, this puppy, the reissue of the 72 Custom from here to here. So you've got the wide range pickup here, which has nothing to do with its sonic capabilities, because it sounds like a humbucker, but with the tone rolled off to about 3 is what that neck pickup sounds like. Nice and bright, twangy bridge pickup. But as far as actually being extended range. It's just extended as far as how big it is, because it's bigger than a regular humbucker. So I think that's about all they did as far as extended range goes. I honestly do. Again, because just very, very, very muddy compared to anything really. I think it's about the most muddy pickup I've actually ever heard, except for on the 52, the original 52 Telecasters, or the reissue ones that they came out with. They had the original bass circuit on it, where they gave you also the mods to bring it back to normal things. People are like, why did they even do it this way? It's like, just to show you what a 52 was actually like. They're nasty, but once you do the mod to the tones and everything, and don't use that bass mod, not a mod, but the way they just came out, and switched it over to the way real guitars operate. Hey, it was 52. It was the first year of Tellies. There were other things, of course, but anyway, so it has that sound. It's just, it is what it is. So I personally am not impressed with the neck pickup, but it sounds very good with the treble pickup, with the bridge pickup. It really kind of evens out the jingle and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so on this axe, I'm going to pure clean, no overdrive of any kind. Okay, so you can hear these things, because this pickup is so flippin' hot here in the neck. You know, overdrive's very easy. I will put it in regular tube mode here in a second and let you hear how easy it drives the preamp section. Plus, again, it being 2 a.m. That is what it is. I gotta keep it down. But anyway, master volumes and tones for each pickup, like a Les Paul 3-way switch. Nothing weird going on. Okay, so here's the bridge. Okay. So it is very what it's supposed to be, but then if you actually okay, so that is spanking the plank right there. You go in the middle though and use that pickup. It's very, like I said, it's so dull that it really counteracts the ice pick. Okay, so that's actually cool sounding. Again though, by itself, yeah, it's that. It doesn't have anything as far as I'm concerned. But then again, it sounds good with distortion. This sounds like, you know, your uncle's old guitar that he would have sitting out on the front porch while he sat on top of his Twin or his Deluxe reverb. Maybe even an old custom with a bunch of the tuck and roll pleated cover on it. Give you that Fogerty sound, kinda. So you get that. I'll give it to you with a little bit of gain in a second. So that's what you get. So just a real difference. Tone knobs, very active. Just when you thought this couldn't get muddier right here. Okay, so I gave this a good spray on here. And then you got the electro jack that was put in it instead of the original and so forth. Other than that, you know, like I said, it's just a couple tellies mixed together, and again, the JVs are always interesting to people. And again, 83. So these guitars were made from 82 to 84 for this particular model, and again, it was black originally. So there you go. And for people who get these kind of bridges where you got the really, really, really long screws coming out where you adjust your intonation, if you want to, because a lot of these sometimes will come right on up and they can cut you, you might as well just cut them off with some anything that'll cut that and just right past the saddles, because you'll never need more than that. So once you actually get it adjusted, maybe just cut those off and they'll be out of your way. Okay, so that's just my advice for those things. That's what I always did if I had to have something with that going on. Okay, so now the tone I normally use for my clean sounds, but at bedroom levels, becomes okay. Okay, so that would be that's both pickups. The neck pickup again. Okay, so that's so it doesn't have a real clear tone at all, but again, it would be cool for the okay. So I have no compressor, no nothing, just the little reverb going. Clapton and Seeger together. Okay, go to the bridge. Let's see. Matchbox there. Oh, I know it'll be good. I don't know the words to La Bamba. I don't know the words to La Bamba. Please let me stay, let me stay, let me stay. Don't send my parents away. Okay, now, that's what it sounds like. If I was to throw some dirt on it, which I shall do, let's go to dirt there, and I don't know. Yeah, that sounds good. Do I still have a slide bar? There's one. By gummit, Michael will enjoy this. Even on the Rocky Mountain Way stuff, there was a part back before I used to have talk boxes, and back before I used to make them, I used to use these great big, huge, like 20-pound Altec drivers that I would steal off the PA horns out of the gymnasium or out at the football field, and then run like a Ampeg V400 watt RMS tube head through them, just for the talk box only. And you had to put switches and stuff in there, but yeah, it took a lot to drive those. Anyway, back in the good old day, which was actually the good old days, so when you could play for a living. I used to use envelope filters, which are the auto wah, touch sensitive wah things. Then throw a octave divider and put a lower octave on it, and then with another box that would throw a little more distortion, which ended up being the little Big Muff. Okay, and I'll show you that on here. And this, again, whether even today, if I do not want to bring the talk box, I will bring this out and just hit the button, and I programmed it in my Johnson Millennium over here to do what I want it to do. Again, just in case I don't have the talk box around, and again, or just don't care to hook it up. Bridge pickup. That stuff there is just using fingernails for the little squealies. No effects pedals right there. So that's just getting, like your little... But that there, so just... So no effects pedals, no flangers. Have you seen Junior's grade? You had to do what you had to do to get the sounds. Okay, so speaking of the talk box, again, I would throw the one thing in them, and of course you could not mouth the motions of the words and do anything, but the sound was ugly, but that's what it needed, and it was the closest thing there was, and everybody thought, well, not everybody can afford to have whatever box that is. Okay, so that was kind of groovy back in the day. I don't know if anybody remembers Little Feat, Dixie Chicken and all that stuff way back when. Last cool thing they had, the Let It Roll album was like the last really cool thing they put out. That song, very cool. You know, just a whole bunch of that stuff, but just very cool, very cool. So anyway, the axe sounds great. No thing would be done without a boner tone. Gotta have that, gotta go to the right thing, and I'm gonna use the neck pickup with the wide range sound. Well, there you go, man. So, cool axe. Thanks again, Terry Bart, for letting me borrow it, check it out, and show it to everybody else. You guys be groovy, and I'll show you some other stuff very soon. Later!